I got mine at the Pulga.
At the what?
The flea market. Hey everyone, we are back, and it's the 25th episode, and we have almost 25 beers. 25 beers! Oh my god, this is going to be quite a bit.
This is going to be a ton.
Ready?
This is a heck of an upgrade from our last Oktoberfest episode from last year.
Last year we had like 16 beers. If you haven't seen that, click on that link right there. But John has been here before, and he is going to do this Oktoberfest lineup all over again. So, you ready, John?
I am so ready. Marzen beer is my favorite style of beer, and I'm excited to do this again.
Ooh. Now, this year we're doing it differently. There's more beers. We can't do bracket style tournament
because we would die.
We would die.
So
we wouldn't make it. But what we're going to do is we're going to try one sip. We're going to do all of them, just one sip, and we're going to give it a score.
Got it.
And then we're going to take the top 4 after that. And then we're going to really get into the detail after that. But we're going to be really, really quick and giving it one score.
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
For the entire episode.
Yes. And the scoring system is going to be a modified Fibonacci scale.
Are you sure that's a good idea? That seems
Yeah, like 1, 2, 4, 8, and then we'll go to 20, 40, 100.
Wait, are you sure? That's is that really Fibonacci? Oh my god.
You guys good, right?
I'm not good.
Okay, all right. Well, let's just go 0 to 100. Right?
Okay, that seems a little simpler.
0 to 100. Okay. 0. I never want to try this ever again in my life.
Okay.
100. Transcendence experience, out of body experience as soon as you try it.
I might give the brewer the naming rights to my first son.
Yeah,
that's 100.
That's 100. Yeah,
sounds good to me.
50 is like hey, it's good. I'm not gonna rave about it, but it's good. All right. You ready to get started?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Flight me, bro.
Flight me.
Let's go. All right. We are ready to start.
To go.
Number 1. Let's go.
Let's get into it.
Right.
Prost.
Prost.
I'm ready.
71.
70. I was going to say 70. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
71. Okay.
It's great drinkability.
Yeah.
Nice malt balance. A touch of hops. Really
I like
pleasant beer.
I could drink that all Oktoberfest.
Absolutely.
Number 2.
All right, Prost again.
Prost.
Lighter body, but maltier.
Yeah. I was expecting something heavier, but...
Yeah, the body is lighter, but it has more malty flavor.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go up to 76.
Interesting. I'm going to go down. I prefer kind of the little bit more hop balance. So I'm probably going to go with 62.
62, okay. All right. Number 3.
Again, dials back on the maltiness, a little bit fuller bodied.
I want the maltiness in an Oktoberfest. I'm actually going to go down on this one.
I'm going 65.
Yeah, I was going to say like a 62.
All right. But still, nothing below 50.
Yeah.
Everything I would
always
absolutely recommend to someone. I got to get my cup straight. By the way, in case you guys don't know, there's like 8 cups here, and it's a whole ordeal.
It's a lot.
Also, you'll notice we transitioned to plastic. You know that there's a lot of beers to be had when we've run out of the glass cups.
We ran out. There's going to be more glass containers throughout. We only had a couple.
So
right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hoppier.
Yep,
for
a little
sure.
fruitier.
Yeah.
You definitely get the fruitiness from the hops. I like the beer. I don't think it's a good Oktoberfest. I'm going 45 on this one.
Yep, same. I would probably say 50. Ooh.
Yeah, it is totally different.
Wow.
Definitely dials back on the maltiness, up on the hops. I think
somewhat floral.
Yeah, right, as opposed to fruity. It's definitely a more floral hop. For Oktoberfest, though, I really think floral hop is not the direction you go. No. I'm saying 40 for this one.
I like it, but not Oktoberfest. But I still want to recommend it to someone. So I'm going to go 60. All right.
Number 6.
Prost. Well, that packs a punch.
Yeah, a couple of these are strong ones. We were looking at them. You know, we think Oktoberfest usually 5 to 6%. Some of these were 8, 9. This, in my mind, might be one of the stronger ones. It's interesting. It has an off flavor. I would consider it almost like an off flavor from brewing, maybe like diacetyl in it, or
32.
it could just be
32.
I'm gonna say
I can't.
I'm going 25 with it. Actually, all right.
7.
Number 7. Interesting.
It reminds me of Germany.
Yes, I see that. I don't think, and it may be because we just drank 2 hoppier beers, I don't think it's hop balances the malt as well as some of the other ones.
You're right. It is a little hoppier than some of the other ones.
Yeah. So I'm going to go 55 on this one.
Yeah. I want to say 62.
Number 8.
Number 8.
All right. Now that, in my mind, has the right level of body.
Yeah.
And
It's
a light
well
maltiness.
balanced.
Easy to drink.
Refreshing.
You could definitely have quite a few of these. I'm going to go 70 with this one.
I like it. I really, really like it. I'll probably... The thing is, there's nothing like different about it. It's just a good Oktoberfest beer. I want to say like 72.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
9.
Oh, wow. That is a beer that was in a green bottle. I'd almost guarantee it.
Really?
So you get the mild amount of skunkiness. That's from the light, the UV light degrading the hops a bit. It's characteristic of a number of German beers. Beck's is the one that comes to my mind most notably, or like a Grolsch, pleasant, especially when it's imported to the U.S.
I thought that was weed at the beginning there, but
yeah. So that's exactly the flavor. It's that weed kind of flavor,
yeah.
Exactly.
Not that I've had it ever.
No, never.
I want to say 70.
I was gonna say 68.
Yeah. Okay.
So
number 10.
Cheers, number 10.
Ooh.
That comes back.
That's
There's
malty.
a big comparison,
Yeah.
big difference from the last one.
Yeah.
Definitely has a nice malt balance to it.
More of like a chocolatey malt. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Chocolate malt.
Yeah. I would say 80.
I was kind of thinking of going high too. I was going to go 75. Yeah, I really do like it. We're back at it.
Back at it, number 11.
Prost. That is depth. Mm-hmm. And probably, with the exception of the one very strong we had earlier, the most body to it.
Mm-hmm. It's malty.
It is very malty.
It's heavy.
Heavier than I would like.
It's really good.
It is very good.
I don't think I can drink this all of Oktoberfest.
I would have a hard time doing that.
I'm gonna say 68.
I'm gonna say 55.
Okay. All right. 12.
Number 12. Prost. I like that. Again, that comes in with a little bit of fruitiness.
Yeah.
Probably from the hops that they used. I really like the body. The strength is nice. It's a little alcoholic. I could see this potentially being one of the stronger ones as well.
Yeah, but I want to have more of it. I don't know how much I can literally drink, but I want to have more of it. I'm going to say 81.
Yeah, I was going to say the fruitiness of the hops balance its malt really nicely. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go quite that high, but I'm going to give it a 76.
Okay. All right. 13.
Back to glass for a moment.
There you go.
Lighter malts.
It is lighter malt.
Right, and it has the hops to it that balance the malts, maybe even overpower them a bit. I find it to actually be more, to have a decent amount of carbon dioxide in it.
Yeah.
Right, and so that actually gives it a bit more mouthfeel. It makes it a little sharper on the palate. I like it quite a bit.
71. No, 72.
Okay. I'm gonna go 75. I like that quite a bit. That's definitely in the style range of what I would like for an Oktoberfest.
14.
We see this a little bit darker. Very, very roasted caramel malt would be kind of the most notable point I get from it.
It is it's sweeter than some of the other ones. It
has the most residual sweetness, maybe with the exception of one other one we tried.
Yeah.
For me, Marzen beers can actually have quite a bit of residual sweetness to them to balance them out, but I tend to prefer the lighter bodied ones.
Yeah, this is way too much.
Yeah. 40 is what I'm going with.
I'm going to say 48.
All right.
15.
Roasty, almost savory.
Yeah, it is a lot more roasted malt than some of the other ones. But it has a well balance with the hops because you can still taste those hops.
Yeah.
I really like it. I don't know how much I can drink of it, but
I'm going 69.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably like a 73 for me. 16.
16. Oh. Surprising. It is a relatively dark. I mean, I can't show it to you guys, but probably a little darker even than this last beer we tried, and it does not have the intensely deep maltiness that you get out of some of these. I think it comparatively is much better balanced.
It's really well balanced.
It does not have a lot of hop bitterness.
No.
It's much more of a flavoring hop profile
hoppy,
like you would get,
but not bitter
at all.
I like.
Which is actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna give it a 78.
Yeah, I was gonna go 81. 17, and then we'll take a break.
A brief break. That's the hoppiest one we've had so far.
Yeah.
The
That's
nose
almost
of it,
an IPA.
The nose of it is the nose of a pale ale at a minimum.
Yeah.
outside of Marzen beers, I like my IPAs. My
Oh
New
yeah,
England
it's delicious.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would consider it
don't
Oktoberfest.
think it is. Somebody's taking a bit of liberty.
Yeah.
Calling it a Marzen beer.
Yeah.
So for
you
that,
snuck in here.
yeah, for that,
I'll give you credit. 50.
you know, I agree. 50.
Yeah.
I'll give it credit. It's a really good beer. Just not quite what I'm looking for in an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it's not an Oktoberfest beer. So whatever you are, 17, you don't belong here.
You know,
You'll be back at a different episode, but
we'll bring it back. We'll be like, this is our Pale Ale episode, and also this one Oktoberfest.
good try. All right.
All right, we'll catch you guys in a second. Number 18.
18. Prost.
Prost. That is a solid all-around Oktoberfest.
Yeah. Sweet, not too sweet. Well balanced. Has a little bit of the hops, like still in the back palate.
Perfectly balanced with the malt.
I like it.
The only thing that makes the malt stand out a little more than a couple of the others in the same level of balance is that it has a touch of residual sweetness.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go too far.
Yeah.
I think it actually replicates the Marzen style better than a number of these ones that we've done. And to be fair,
Yeah.
some of the Oktoberfest that we have are not Marzen style Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
They're other styles of Oktoberfest. But
I'm going 86.
I was going to go
this.
80.
Yeah, 86. It's really good. Refreshing.
I like that one quite a bit. 19.
19.
Big departure.
Whoa, yeah.
More hops. Bittering hops, touch of flavor. Definitely in the German style of hop family.
Yeah,
like the
it's definitely
Hallertau.
a German style. It goes in nicely malty, and then it ends...
The
like,
hop
hoppy.
lingers on the palate longer than it should.
And it's not as balanced as some of the other ones. I'm going to probably go for a 51.
I was going 55.
Yeah.
All right,
20.
number 20.
20.
It's very light mouthfeel. I mean, to the extent that it resembles something more like a light lager that has a bit of malt in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 52.
Yeah,
I like it, but not something I'm going to write home about.
51. All right.
21.
21. Ready?
I am ready.
Kind of a more coffee malt type of feel.
I can definitely see the coffee.
I wish this was
Yeah, it has a
everything
higher
just
color.
a little bit elevated, and
Yeah.
I think it would be a really good beer.
It's almost light.
Yeah.
Like it comes off the palate
Yeah.
is just not
Light.
being quite the level of strength that you
Yeah.
want of you know breath of flavor.
Exactly. You just bring it up a little bit more, and I think it's in the 80s, but right now it's probably in the 60.
I'm going
68.
56.
I'm going 68.
All right.
22.
22.
All right. Like a caramel malt, right?
Yeah, it hits the palate as caramel. That's exactly what it is. There's only one or two other ones that I noticed that.
I want to say 71.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to go 62.
Last one.
Number 23.
Prost.
Let's do it. Prost. That is really
That's
good.
solid.
That has,
Well balanced.
yeah, it's very much like a lager, right? Which is your Oktober style beer. It has the crispness of that.
Yep.
I like the way that the CO2 sits on the palate.
It's malty, and it's like a darker malt too.
Yeah,
So,
that. I'd put money down that this one is one of the few German ones that we brought in.
you think
If
so?
not, I'd be really surprised. I think they've done a fantastic job replicating that style.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 78. I like this a lot. This is up there with some of
Yeah.
my favorites.
I'm going to say 73.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Right.
So the question for you is, having gone through the first round, the first beer we tried, I really do want to revisit it.
You know, that number one is something that, like, I started off and I really liked it. I didn't know where to, like, put it in. But
yeah.
Yeah, let's go revisit number one.
Okay,
Sure.
let's do it.
Sure.
Let's do
Yeah.
it. We got it right here.
Okay. Prost.
Prost.
It's really well balanced. It's like
It's well balanced and it's light from a mouthfeel perspective without being light from a beer or a body perspective. I want to upgrade my score on number 1 to an 85.
I don't know what I gave it, but having revisited, I probably would say 78.
So the only other question is, do we want to revisit any of the beers where we had a lot of deviation? Where you and I scored them really differently?
As far as deviation, number 5 is the one with the highest deviation.
Highest deviation.
All right,
we
we're
should
gonna-
probably
we're gonna try
revisit
number
number
five,
5 as
okay.
well.
20 point deviation.
20-point deviation.
20-point deviation. Whoa.
I know.
Okay.
It was the broadest one.
All right,
so
Prost. Let's see it.
Oh yes, I remember why.
That floral one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I really like it.
you really like it because you love floral beers.
I like that floral note. I'm going to keep it the same.
I am also keeping it the same because I do not care for this as an Oktoberfest style of beer. So I'm happy with that level of difference.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Awesome.
Cool. All right.
So what comes next?
Let's see which ones were the top 4.
And then we'll do a side-by-side tasting.
We're gonna crown first, second, and third place. All right.
The winners of this massive bracket, the pseudo bracket, the failed Fibonacci approach. Well,
I think we could we'll come back with the Fibonacci. We'll come back with the Fibonacci.
You're gonna have to print me a poster that explains the scoring.
All right, we have the top 5 here.
Yes.
Now we're gonna crown first, second, and third here. So we have number 1, 10, 12, 16, and 18. So let's just go through these and try to figure out which ones are top first.
That sounds good. So on the second tasting of number 1, I noticed a little bit more fruit note compared to number 2, or number 10 rather. Definitely more malt, more hop, less light-bodied, a much fuller beer. Probably maybe a little more alcoholic, but although
I do prefer number 10 a little bit more than number 1.
From a body perspective, I do like it quite a bit.
Let's look at 12 here. 12 is a little blander.
Yes.
Yeah. I would definitely put 1 and 10 before 12.
I agree. Okay.
So I'm going to take 10 out of the running for now.
Mm-hmm.
For now. So let's go for 12.
Man.
12 out of the running.
Take 12 out of the running.
And
Number 16 is blowing me away. It has the depth of flavor of number 12, but the lightness of number 10.
Yeah, and it's got that sweetness that you still look
just
for.
a little bit, right?
Just
Definitely,
a little bit. Just a little bit.
Compared to really any of these, but much more of the Marzen style and its coloring.
Yeah, I really like number 16.
16 is getting up there for me.
At this stage, I would do 16, 10, and 1.
Okay.
So far. So let's go 18.
Go to 18. Comparatively, I think the maltiness with the most sweetness of any of them.
The most sweetness, which I think is still too sweet. I think I would still go back to 16.
If we're doing first, second, and third, I'm taking 18 and 12 out of the running.
I think you're right. I'm trying to justify 18, but it's just too sweet.
Yep.
It's too sweet. And I want to say I can still have quite a bit of this. 16 has that sweetness.
The color of it is beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful beer.
Yeah, look at this.
If we're going to crown the first place, it's 16.
Crowned 16.
All right.
The second and third place is a
hard.
tough one. Yeah.
Broadly, 10 is a bit lighter, or 1 is a bit lighter bodied than 10.
Yeah.
But I'll go 10 number 2.
10 number
and
2?
1 number 3. I'm happy with that. Let's make that as the final decision.
So 16 number 1.
Yes.
10 number 2. And 1 number 3. All right. So who's in our top? Let's go reverse. All right. So we have number 3, third place. Number 1 being Real Ale. Let's just bring this one out a little bit here. Number 2, second place, Left Hand Oktoberfest. And number 1, 3 Nations, Cozy Bavarian.
This is a great name for a beer.
Yeah,
fantastic
great
can
name.
design.
Great
I love
name.
it.
Yeah,
where are these 3 breweries out of?
So this one's from Carlton, Texas.
Okay.
I think it's close to Dallas.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Real Ale is also close to Dallas.
Yeah, Real Ale is also close. It's Blanco, Texas, so it's close by as well. So Dallas.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Let's go to their Oktoberfest.
And then Left Hand, is that Colorado? Is that right?
I think so. Well, it's they use Rocky Mountain water.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Left Hand's out of Colorado.
Yes.
But fascinating that not one German Oktoberfest, and we had at least 6 or 7 of them in that sampling, made it to the top finals. And maybe that's because we're Americans and have American taste, or maybe it's because America has surpassed Germany in the quality of Oktoberfest beers.
And that's what we found out last year.
It is actually a very similar conclusion.
That we Americans do much better Oktoberfest beer. So,
at least for our own palates.
Sorry, Germans.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys for joining.
Absolutely, thank you.
This was amazing. Like, we just tried over 20 beers. And big thanks to our new production manager,
assistant.
production assistant, Choche.
Choche, yes, Choche was
Amazing
critical
job.
to
Yeah,
keeping the beers
yeah.
flowing for this production.
Yeah, my wife had to deal with the baby, but it's okay.
It happens.
We had Choche, and big thanks to Choche, and big thanks to you guys for
Absolutely.
watching. And if you haven't already subscribed, click on that button, subscribe, because we have a lot of Oktoberfest beer still left, and we're going to be giving that away. So stay tuned. You're going to be able to get some of these beers that we've had today for free. All you have to do is sign up, be a subscriber, and you might be able to get some. Easy.
Pretty cool.
All right. So thank you so much, and stay hoppy, my friends. Prost.
Prost.